All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and I'm back at it, man, showing some more love to Negasonic Teenage Warhead because I'm actually really loving her, right? And I don't know how this guy actually got out of that, but let's actually let's actually not have that happen again. Anyways, I'm actually really loving Negasonic, and I think I'm gonna take her up to level 70 either today or tomorrow. So I figured I'll give you guys a look at how she performs at level 60 with a couple strikers, which to me is pretty freaking awesome, right? She's pushing past 60. Now we do have some pretty OP strikers in here, being Weapon X, Scarlet Witch, and Deadpool, right? But you'll be surprised to see what the build looks like. It's pretty bare bones right now. Where are you going? Thank you, Scarlet Witch, with the mind control, and my proc is all over the place. Okay, let's reset that damage proc. It's really cool that for her, with a team up, you always get her 5th skill, which means if your rotation gets thrown off at some point, you can easily use the team up to reset it because her 5th skill is her most powerful skill. Let's actually, yo, this might actually be a little bit too low for her. Let's use, really? Wow, he's still winning that phase transition. You son of wow, I thought I played with him enough to keep him there permanently. Whatever, we want him to move around. We want him to do stuff. We don't want him to just be a punching bag for the whole fight, right? It's not fun, right? Okay. Let's use the team up. Get off that 5th skill. Use the 3, then the 5. Charge. Yo, I love that skill. Boys, make sure you're on the lookout because there's definitely going to be a comparison video coming between Negasonic and, of course, the Juggernaut. Because she really does feel like a mini Juggernaut. Right, that 5th skill of hers just looks super freaking cool. Okay, let's actually get back to that action. I wonder if I should have given her a little bit more dodge. Nah, she has like 78%. Like, that should be good enough. Okay. I don't know why, but sometimes she actually runs through the enemy, right? That wasn't happening to me at all in the beta, and it wasn't happening until a couple days ago, which is very strange, right? After they did a couple patches, she randomly just starts running through people, which I don't know if they broke her or not. She's still doing really, really good damage, right? So I'm not trying to say she got weaker, but for some reason, she just randomly started like charging through people, which she wasn't doing that before, right? Anyways, she's still freaking awesome offensively and defensively. And what are you doing, bro? As the damage is racking up, let's, ooh, proc is off. Okay, let's see if we can reset it. We're gonna use the 4 skill to see if we can catch it there. No, okay. It's gonna end up on the 2, isn't it? Yep, it's on the 2. Okay. Yo, they're just completely mind controlling this clown, bro. They're showing no mercy in this phase. Okay. Okay. Use the 3, then the 5. I definitely was not expecting her to be this good. Whoo! Hello. Hello. Negasonic. Now, the strikers are doing a lot here. Not even gonna lie. So we're gonna do a run without the strikers because I want to show you guys that she's still like super badass even without the strikers. What we'll do is we'll leave the ignore dodge strikers because we definitely do need those, but like we don't need the mind control or Weapon X's defense down to make her stellar. So I don't want any of you guys to see this and be like, oh great, right? She's doing all this, but it's just with strikers. No. She can definitely do really high stages without strikers. I think once I get it to level 70 and give her like a real build, right? She's gonna be pushing 70. Easy. Right? Also, my proc? Yo, I keep missing my proc. Okay, let's just reset. Really? The 3rd skill didn't go off? It like started up and I canceled it too quickly. Okay, so you can see where this is going. This is a wrap. 61 with, I would say, pretty bad gameplay there for me, right? Kept missing my proc over and over. So I think she actually has enough damage with this striker setup to actually make it all the way through to, I would say, 65. I'm not sure why the server is taking so long to load in some instances. What we're going to do, though, is drop this down to like a, I guess, like a 50 or a 55. I guess we're, okay, my raid level taps out at 53. So this is good, right? So we'll test her right here. And what we're going to do is just remove Deadpool's defense down, Scarlet Witch mind control, and Weapon X. I'm just gonna leave these two here for the ignore dodge, and I'll show you guys that she's still pretty badass, man. Let's roll. Let's see if I can do a little bit better showcasing her right now. Yo, okay, she ran back all the way around to him, so that's cool. That's cool. You know, sometimes you have certain attacks, like for example, like Ant-Man's train in his endgame team suit or uniform, right? If you miss that attack, or if the enemy moves out of the way, it just runs off to a corner and crash. At least for her, she actively makes an effort to come back to wherever the enemy is located. Okay, let's actually tag again. Keep those suicide discs to your damn self. All right, let's do it. Nice. That was a bar and change. Okay, we're gonna use, not gonna use the 4 because that's gonna be too long, and it's gonna throw off the damage proc. Hold all of that. Yo, that Teen Gatling gun just looks so cool. Seeing the camera shake just gives you that feel of so much impact, right? Doesn't feel like a blast character at all, bro. Like, oh wow, really? My proc came early. I could have actually used the 5th there. It's okay. It's really? This guy ran out of the radius and then iframed and canceled me. You stupid guy, bro. Actually, he's not stupid. He's playing these games, try to finesse me. So you can see she's actually pretty solid at level 60. And I have like a couple of energy attack ooze on her, and I think I gave her some HP. I'll show you guys the full build, but trust me when I say it's not completed. It's far from completed, at least for me. I'm definitely gonna try her out with a CTP of energy and possibly a CTP of rage. Not saying you guys should go that far, because I know many of you guys are probably only gonna pick her up to use her as a striker. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. She's more than a striker. She's a striker. I'm telling you. Hold up. Oh, really? Oh, come on. I thought I could rush him before he went in that phase. It's fine though. Oh, nice. That guard actually protected me from damage, which I don't really need that because I can heal and I can tank. Yo, she's an amazing character. Well done, Netmarble. Or Marvel Future Fight team. Well done on Negasonic. She's like literally one of the highlights of this update. An update that had so many things go wrong. Really? What happened? How did I pull him out of that? We don't have any mind control strikers or any kind of paralysis or anything. So how did I pull him out of that phase? Yo, Sans, I'll link up with you when I can, bro. I don't know how I managed to pull him out of that. I was fully expecting to take a bunch of damage and possibly die with her, but that did not happen. I want to try it right now, but okay, well, we managed to maneuver around all of that, which is pretty cool. We could have gone up a couple more stages here. I'm thinking 55 was definitely possible, which is pretty good. Let's actually jump over against CULL Obsidian and see how she performs over there. We're going to try like a stage 40, and we're not going to use any strikers for that. And I want to see if she can actually cut through it. All right. Let's roll. All right. The only bad thing about using her against CULL Obsidian is the defense down is one of her main attributes, and this guy is just going to constantly remove that from himself, so you won't get to use her at her fullest, but she has multiple skills that applied, so she won't be that bad. She won't be that bad. And when you start using her with strikers like Weapon X, you know, that one window of the fight where this guy isn't removing the defense down from himself, you're going to notice like massive spikes of damage. I honestly think she's a must-have character right now. With how the strikers are currently working, yeah, she's absolutely like essential. If you want to push like really high stages and get your Conquer level maxed out as soon as possible, yeah, she's one of the essentials. Definitely. Wow. Can we heal all the way back up to full? Nice. I hope they don't patch that in the next update and say, oh, that was a bug. Because I really like the fact that we can just tank everything. And actually, let's run through. I had to skip the third there because the proc came a little early. As I was saying, I hope they don't patch that in the next update and say, oh, by the way, Negasonic wasn't supposed to be healing so much, right? It was just a bug, because then that would annoy me. We're going to tank that because we got super armor. Nice, and we didn't take a single bit of damage. I think one of the coolest thing about Negasonic is the fact that you can actually just give her a whole bunch of HP and dodge oils and just focus on her survivability for the build and then just still do like amazing damage. I think because of that, she's very new player friendly. Definitely would recommend Negasonic over Rachel. Sad to say, Rachel didn't get like this good of a build, right? Like Negasonic is way easier to play than Rachel. So it looks like we cannot do 40. 40 is a little bit too much, but keep in mind this is 40 no strikers with a level 60 character. Right, that's something you guys need to keep in mind. Okay, so 40 doesn't look possible, but what we're gonna do is move up as high as I can go right now and run her with some of these broken ass strikers and see what happens. Okay, we can probably get really lucky with the defense down and make the magic happen. Do we want to go with Colossus for more defense down, or do we want to go with Luna Snow? We'll go, actually, or Doom, because Doom puts defense down as well. Doesn't really matter. We'll go with Colossus instead because he has multiple. Actually, I don't even remember which skill does Colossus use. I know Doom uses his third, so we'll go with Doom just for consistency's sake. All right. Let's see if we can melt through 59 with Negasonic at level 60. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, if this doesn't show you that these new strikers hold up. Oh gosh. If this doesn't tell you that these new strikers, bro, like not new strikers per se, but this new change to the strikers is busted. I don't know what will, because we're like look how much damage we just did in 20 seconds, bro. Like these new strikers, bro, is mental. It's literally like freaking insane. Like we just took off like 9 bars in like under 30 seconds. This is 59. I used like let's put this in perspective. Before this update, the only characters that could consistently do 59 was Jean Grey, Doctor Strange, right? Maybe a few others, like 59 against CULL Obsidian. Like, why? Because you couldn't rely on your strikers stacking up a whole bunch of defense down. So what you're looking at right now was impossible for 90% of the characters in the game, even at their strongest, right? But now, even level 60 characters, right? If they have a good build, okay, let me put it like this. Weak characters are not going to be able to do what Negasonic is doing right now, right? But the strong characters, they're gonna be looking godly, right? It's just crazy, man. Like, look at this. Like, we're taking on 59. Like, oh my gosh. Boys, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, guys? Like, under a minute 30 for stage 59. Like, this is not something I ever thought would be possible for even my Jean Grey. Like, even my Jean Grey had a hard time with Rage doing this, but my Negasonic is cutting through this thing like butter, and this is like, I'm not even gonna lie, pretty crappy gameplay for me, just because there's so many effects on the screen that sometimes it's really, really difficult to keep track of your character. You gotta be honest, boys. Any of you guys who are using these strikers in World Boss Ultimate, you cannot lie. If you're using Rachel, Scarlet Witch, and a few others all at the same time, are you not having a hard time keeping track of your own character? If you're saying, yeah, you can keep track of them all the time, kudos to you. I'm probably blind, right? Because I'm having a hard time keeping up with what's going on. But it's nice to see like the bars fly off the bosses on very difficult stages, well, or at the very least on stages that were previously very difficult. But man, where do we go from here in 2020? Mall of Future Fight team, balls in your court. Nonetheless, Negasonic is looking pretty solid, not even gonna lie. You can see for yourself the build, pretty bare bones. Just some energy attacks, some ignore defense, and from there, I'm probably gonna fill her out with some dodge and maybe some HP because I want to test her out with Rage at some point and also give her a CTB of energy. You can see that was a 140 proc, right? She was doing 60 against Corvus with strikers, 59 against CULL Obsidian with strikers. But if you scale it back, I would say with like average strikers and not the OP striker, which nobody's gonna be using regular strikers anymore, should probably be doing like 50, 55 max, right, against CULL Obsidian. and she could probably still push 60. You know what I'm saying? At level 60. We're talking about all of this at level 60 with like a bare bones build like this. If we weren't using Weapon X and Scarlet Witch to mind control and stack up a whole bunch of defense down at level 60, with the build I have right now, I think she would have tapped out before 5.6 at like 55 Corvus and maybe 45 against Call Obsidian. So, boys, the times have changed. We just gotta adjust with it and see where we go from here. Anyways, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about Negasonic personally. I'm loving her. She's super fun to play. She's very, very powerful. So take nothing away from her. Even though the strikers are giving her a big help right here, she's still a beast of a character. So leave me your thoughts. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe. I'm gone.